Hi, sweeties. So, today I would like to take you on a little journey. And before I do that, though, I would like to ask you, what is your favorite plant? I have two plants that I'm debating between, but if you would like to let me know what your favorite plant is, comment down below. I always try to learn about new plants, and by you guys telling me what your favorite plant is the best way for me to learn about new plants. So I will tell you what my favorite plant is today. The two plants that I'm debating between are succulent plants, and I really don't know which one is my favorite, to be honest. I think they're both very beautiful. So the first one is the jade plant. I actually have a really, really big one that I've shown in some of my previous videos, but it's just getting bigger. It's a mini tree at this point. And the second one would be aloe vera plants. Aloe vera plants are good for a lot of things. They have a lot of health benefits. There has been a lot of studies about aloe vera plants, and it has always been a dream of mine to own an aloe vera plant. So today I'm going to tell you the story of how I became a proud plant mama of an aloe vera. So last year, August, I was walking the dogs around the block, and I saw this broken pot sitting on the ground. And as I was walking the dogs, I just walked past it and I just looked at it. And I'm like, is that an aloe vera plant? So I kept looking at it, and I'm always a little bit skittish to like pick things up from the ground, that people threw out. But I was like, whatever. So I just passed by it. And then about 30 seconds later, I changed my mind and I walked back and I'm like, I'm going to bring you home. So the aloe vera plant that I saw was very dried out, as you can see in the picture right now. It was very brown, clearly dried out. It was a super hot day for, Toronto standards. It was around 29 degrees, which I believe is at the high 80s in Fahrenheit. But yeah, it was super hot. It was super dehydrated. And I could just tell that, it just needed some proper lighting, some proper, watering, and a little bit of love, and I would be able to revive it. So I took it home. I didn't have a pot for it. I just put it in my windowsill in the bedroom. And obviously the first thing I did is giving it water. And I just let it sit in front of the window. I think I watered it 2 or 3 times that week, just a very little bit. And very, very quickly I started noticing that the leaves were starting to become more plump. And all of a sudden I had this aloe vera plant, which I was super excited about. So after a week, I decided to prepare some pots and to give them their own individual pots, although I discovered later that I didn't have enough pots. But yeah, I would like to show you that part of the video now. So let me show you what they look like after 1 week. So here it is. This is 1 week after I rescued this aloe vera plant. And the leaves are looking very healthy and green again. And they have these adorable little teeth. These little pointy teeth. And beautiful light green / white stretched spots, circles on the leaves. And yeah, they look nice and thick again and healthy. And there's a dried leaf here that will eventually fall off. And it's time to repot this, definitely, because I didn't realize when I rescued this plant that there were actually multiple plants, quite a few in here. So I prepared some pots here, clay pots with some cactus soil, that one. I bought that at my local store, my local garden center. So yeah, I am going to repot these now. And when I filmed this, it was, in the middle of August. It was in the high 80s. It was really hot, and I was listening to some jazz. So unfortunately, there is no sound with this video. So you can see the pot that it's currently in is broken. It has no drainage hole whatsoever, which is very important for aloe vera plants because they are prone to root rot. So yeah, I don't think I have enough pots, but I will get some more pots if I have to. So I'm just going to scoop out this soil to begin with, just so that I can access the plant a little bit easier. So something really cool about aloe vera plants is that there are over 500 different varieties, and they can grow, certain species can grow up to 100 years old, which is crazy. And they can dry out fairly quickly if they don't get water in a very long time, because they exist, they are made out of 90% water, so they don't need a whole lot of water, but they do need water once in a while. And this one definitely didn't have water in too long. So as you can see, I just used my regular spoon from the kitchen to scoop out the entire bunch of aloe vera plants. And what I'm about to discover that I didn't know while I was filming this is how many baby pups this aloe vera plant actually had. You call them pups. So I'm just carefully lifting up the bunch of roots and gently pulling off the little pups from the mother plant. So basically what an aloe vera plant does is it shoots roots underground and then a new plant pops up. I have a few aquarium plants that work the same way. So I'm just gently pulling them off the mother plant, not to damage the roots. They're very shallow roots. They didn't grow very deep. And aloe vera plants always like to be in a pot that is slightly too small for them, so they like to be snug. And if you don't have a pot that has a drainage hole available, I would highly recommend to put some river rocks on the bottom of the pot and then put the soil on top, just so that the water has a place to go. Not when you overwater them, of course, but if you give them the proper amount of water, the water won't touch the roots that way. But ideally, you would like to have a pot with a drainage hole and rocks on the bottom. So the mother plant is left now. I'm just gonna gently pull off the soil as much as I can without damaging the root system. So let me put that aside, and I'm going to neatly organize these little pups and show them to you very soon. So let me just grab my phone. So that I can show you. So here they are. Quite a few healthy, plump looking aloe vera pups. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 aloe vera plants in total from this one beautiful looking mother plant that has the biggest root system, of course. So I'm just going to put these in pots now, and I will be back in a sec. And there we are. They are in pots now, and as I suspected, I don't have enough pots, which is fine. I will buy some more very, very soon. So this is the smallest one together with this one. And the other ones are like medium size. I thought I had one really small baby aloe vera plant, but I ended up having 2. So I have 9 aloe vera plants in total now. And they're starting to get new leaves in the middle already. They're vibrant green color. And yeah, I think that these aloe vera plants are really going to like it here under my grow light with consistent watering. So yeah, I'm just really, really happy that I have aloe vera plants now. I could have bought one from the store in the past, but for some reason I never did. And I guess this is the reason. I was meant to find an aloe vera plant at some point, which I did. And now here are the beautiful, beautiful small aloe vera babies in my own home, contributing to my happiness and my oxygen levels. So 4 months later, in the meantime, I actually had to repot them, some of them. And this is what they look like 4 months later. So the blue pots have, they all have cactus soil in them. And I put some rocks on the bottom, then some soil, then the aloe vera plant, then some more cactus soil, and some stones on the top as well, just so that the water doesn't touch the leaves, since that can cause brown spots and things like that. So I might try and sell some of these. I'm not quite sure yet, to be honest with you. But at this stage I wasn't anyways. So yeah, I'm just very happy with how everything turned out. They're rooted really, really well in the pots. And yeah, just a very cool experience overall to revive an aloe vera plant. And now I'm going to show you what they look like in April of 2022, which is this month. So let's make a jump in time forward. So as you can see in the previous picture, that is what they look like in December, after I repotted some of them, and they were doing really, really well. They grow relatively fast, and some succulents can become up to 100 years old, which is crazy. It just depends on which variety, because there are so many varieties. So I thought that I could show you how they look like now, in the here and now, in April 2022. I still haven't made up my mind if I want to sell some of them. I'm not going to show you all of them, because some of them are kind of like spread out through the house. I have a few in the living room and a windowsill and stuff like that. So I didn't want to carry all of them upstairs, but they basically all look the same. So some of the small babies that were in the small pots, like the small clay pots, are now much bigger. This was one of those small babies, and I really got to repot this one. But yeah, that's what it looks like right now. And then another baby grew up to be this size. This was the smallest baby I had. And it is very nice and green and healthy. And it's starting to get some new leaves. And as you saw in the picture of December last year, some of them are repotted in pots that don't have a hole in the bottom, but I did put some big river rocks on the bottom, then soil, then the plant, then some more soil, and then some, what's it called? They're basically river rocks, but very, very fine, almost like gravel. And that seems to be doing really, really well. So this is what those ones look like now. And they were in these pots before. That's a huge difference. They grew so much. So for me, the best indicator that I need to give them water is I squeeze the leaves a little bit, just like so. And I can feel right now that they are very nice and plump. They bounce back when I squeeze it very lightly. But if you notice that they become a little bit squishy, a little bit soft, that's when it's time to water them. So that is my indicator. That's how I do it. And I don't water them very much because I don't want to drown them. I don't want to cause any root rot. But if you do have an aloe vera plant that you suspect has root rot, you will start to notice that it's starting to become brown. And it might be a good idea at that point to take the plant out and just let it dry for 1 or 2 days before you repot it in some fresh, dry soil. And then last but not least, here is the beautiful mother plant that all the baby succulents came from, the pups. This one is now already having 3 more babies that are popping out, and it also grew quite a bit. It's huge, but it's going to become much, much bigger than this. So, oh, there's actually 4 babies. So I don't know if you can see that, but these 2 right here are new. Let me see. And then there are 2 more right on this side, right in the corner over there, and then a tiny one right in front. Yeah, the leaves are super nice and plump. It's going to lose the bottom leaves. It already lost 1 or 2 leaves ever since I found it. But yeah, that is the mother plant. So I would like to thank you so much for watching, and thank you for taking this tiny little aloe vera succulent plant journey with me. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to comment what you enjoyed about it. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you know when I upload a new video. It will send you a notification when I do. And don't forget to give it a like if you enjoyed it. And I will be back with you very soon. In the meantime, I would like to send you a lot of love and positivity. And until next time. Bye. sweetie.